Today is Wednesday, February 25th, and this is your forecast for the northeastern United States. Well, that blizzard cleanup in some spots still underway, but I got to give it to the Department of Sanitation, to all the departments of transportation, or whatever department your cleanup crew falls under. What a great job cleaning up from this storm. That was a lot of snow, 2 to 3 feet across much of the New York metro into southern New England. And for the most part, things are starting to pretty much resemble normalcy here on this Wednesday morning. Now, there is a little bit of precipitation this morning, so don't be alarmed as you look outside and there are some snowflakes falling. This is not really going to amount to much, if anything at all. Temperatures are generally above freezing, so just a wet snow and maybe even a little bit of rain mixing in. That will wind down by late morning through the afternoon. Cloudy skies with some breaks of sunshine and then some clearing skies as we head into the evening hours. A little bit of wet snow and maybe some rain mixing in up toward Albany. Some light snow today in Syracuse. Saw a little bit of that earlier this morning in Buffalo. So it's a clipper system that's working through that has a warm front, hence the milder temperatures compared to yesterday. But it also, of course, drags through a cold front, and that happens later on tonight. So temperatures do get colder. We clear out in the metro areas down the I-95 corridor. So 25 tonight in Boston, 28 in New York, 32 in Philly, and even colder as you travel, of course, inland and away from the coast. Only 18 tonight in Syracuse with some lake effect snow and some of that extending over to Rochester and Buffalo as well, with lows in the teens. So there's the clipper system moving through. There's a small window for some lake effect behind this system, and then here comes our next system right on its heels for Thursday, tomorrow. So we got another system coming in. That should be out of here very early on Friday, probably before the sun comes up. And then I'm watching another storm system for the weekend. It is indeed a busy stormy pattern for much of the northern half of the United States. So we're starting the day with a little bit of light to mainly wet snow, some rain mixing in. We'll likely see a bit more of that tomorrow in the New York metro and really much of the Northeast. Pretty quiet here Friday through the weekend. Temperatures also trending milder, but it does look like later this weekend a storm system coming in from the west actually travels south of New York City and maybe has a bit more moisture to work with. That could produce a more widespread accumulating snow. Certainly not a blizzard the way it looks right now, but it could be another shovelable amount of snow to start next week. We'll see how it goes. And of course, at this point, we're getting into the month of March, right? So maybe March comes in more like a lion, although that would be on Sunday. That looks pretty benign, but I'd say the first couple of days, if it's snowy and cold, it's coming in like a lion, certainly not a lamb. All right, that is your Wednesday morning weather update. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the week. Remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.